you posed the question here. Does the disaster artist stand on its own? I'm curious what you think.
That's something, rewatching it, I think a couple weeks ago, that I was thinking, because like obviously we both have histories with The Room. Like we knew about The Room before The Disaster Artist, and a lot of the moments that made me laugh were references to like, okay, Denny's way too old, and shooting on digital and film doesn't make any sense.
You want to shoot 35 or HD?
Well, we'll shoot both on this film.
Digital and film? But you'd need twice the crew, twice the equipment. I mean, hell, they're lit differently. It's just not done.
I have vision.
Tommy's a pioneer, man. He wants to go outside the box. That's what he does.
Like those are things that I knew because of The Room. And so that just made me wonder, is like, am I laughing at this because of the references, or are these jokes? And I think, I don't know, I'm curious what you think too, because you're more of the joke writer between us, and like you do comedy and stuff like that. Where do you stand? Are they jokes? Are they references?
I definitely think that they are. They're heavily references, I believe, because, you know, like it's kind of, there's so much in this movie that like somebody who is, who knows about all the stuff that has happened on The Room, like they definitely would be like, oh, ha ha ha, like digital and film, and oh, ha ha ha, you know, like this, maybe Johnny is vampire or something like that, you know, you know, all these like weird facts and whatnot. But no, I think it does stand on its own, because I have shown it to a couple other people. I know I watched it with my mother a couple years ago, and she was like, oh yeah, no, this movie's like pretty funny. I think you'd enjoy it a lot more if you, have a relationship with The Room and you kind of know about it. But at the same time, you know, I think if you've maybe heard of The Room or don't really know about it, I think this is a cool kind of, introduction to that movie. 'Cause I feel like, you know, The Room could introduce you to the disaster artist in a way, but I definitely think the disaster artist is a way that somebody could be introduced to a movie like The Room.
That's true, especially with the opening that kind of gives it context of like, these are movie fans, these are movie people, this is what they think of this movie.
Exactly, and they definitely show like a big variety of people in that opening scene. They show like Adam Scott from Parks and Rec, they show like Kristen Bell from The Good Place, they show, you know, J.J. Abrams, you know, which was interesting. It's interesting seeing, you know, really highly acclaimed directors being like
successful people,
being like, I love this movie. It's so bad and I love it. I think you know, Keegan-Michael Key, like so many people that are just well known for being successful in so many different ways, and just to see them all go, yeah, no, this movie is like really interesting. Cameos as well, you know, Bryan Cranston obviously, and all that kind of stuff. On its own, I think it's like a 7 or a 7.5 out of 10. But like, if you're a fan of The Room, this is like an 8 or an 8.5. Like it just your love of The Room will definitely help increase the way you feel about this movie.
That's a good point. Yeah. It's very much like the love of The Room. It's like a weird love letter to a bad movie.
Yeah. So how would you say? You say it stands on its own, or?
I'm conflicted.
Yeah. I would say that
I can't decide.
Wow. Look at that. Don't be smart, guy.
Oh, sorry, man.
Why don't you sit down and relax?
Yeah, no, that was my bad. I didn't mean to.
I think, looking at it as a buddy movie, I would watch this with like the rest of Franco's buddy movies and be like, I can see the themes that connect here. If I had never seen The Room, would I like it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about.
I think the buddy helps. The buddy comedy aspect of it definitely helps. Because there is something there between the relationship and whatnot. Also, I don't know if I probably have, but I'm wondering if I've even seen a movie with Dave Franco and James Franco in it, like together before this movie.
No, I can't think of one.
Not sure. I feel like they might have, but hard to say,
but that definitely adds a different dimension to the buddy movie where, like, we know, again, it's something that, you know, from outside the movie that these are brothers, so they are close. And so that probably helps make it feel more organic and true.
Exactly. I definitely think that kind of like adds into this, to the idea of the buddy movie and like them being friends. You just, you know, but I also think like they're just so good in these roles, Dave Franco and James Franco. I almost wonder like if you could see this like with another buddy, like if you could see Seth Rogen as Tommy Wiseau and James Franco as Greg Sestero, like if it would work the same way. It would be weird seeing Seth Rogen play Tommy Wiseau, but it would, you know,
with that laugh.
Yeah, kind of.
What a story, Mark.
Anyway, how was your sex life? Like, that would be weird. That would be so disturbing to listen to and to watch. But yeah, no, I definitely think that the buddy movie really works here.